Hello and welcome to a cheeky Invul stream.
Good evening. How's it going?
It's NLC Division 3. I'm Eris and I'm co-hosted, co-casted, co-everything with my boy Enix. It's been a long time since we've casted a game. It's been a long
It's
time since I've been on this channel.
Bro, it's been way too long. I was thinking about this earlier, like when all the tweets were going up and everything, and I think genuinely this is my first cast in about 6 months.
Jesus. I mean, I've been casting on UNL, but I think I casted once last season, or I played a game last season. I can't remember what I did. But season 5 was a blur. Season 6, I'm in the casting booth. I'm playing here and there. I'm producing here and there. I've been work diffed for 6 months as well, but I'm finally back. And I'm ready for some NLC Division 3. Now, you're going to have to talk me through it, because I saw
Oh, yeah.
it's NLC 3.1?
So it's NLC Division 3 Group 1. There are four groups in the division. All 24, I believe it's 24 teams have been randomly, I believe it's randomly drawn. So all the 24 teams that have qualified for Division 3 this season have been drawn into four groups at random. Obviously, our group is containing the likes of KAOS, who we're facing tonight, Bifrost Academy. So some big names in this group. And it's quite funny the way it's worked out. Those of you that have been around the channel a while will have obviously seen the tweets regarding the group. 3 Swedish teams and 3 Norwegian teams. Means that it's gonna be a bit of a banger.
It's a bit of a derby day. Constantly. Never not a
Yeah,
derby. Even Sweden
yeah,
versus Sweden, bit of a derby. But I
yeah.
mean,
I mean, your local rivalries
we got we
are the
got
most important.
we got a bit of Stockholm versus Oslo. Let's say that. A bit of Haaland versus Ibrahimovic. As
I mean, I think that's a matchup a lot of people would love to see.
I mean, in League of Legends as well, that would be
That
very
would be a banger.
that
That
would be
would
a
be a
banger.
banger.
But obviously tonight it's chaos. It's Invul versus chaos. Um, I haven't been able to do much research because I've been doing a live show for the past hour and a half. Um, oh, we have our draft low spectate link.
Yep, the draft has not started yet, but we do have the link. We are getting ourselves ready to go.
But
Um,
if you want to quickly take us through,
yeah,
the
so
teams, go for it. You,
we
you
have
teach me.
obviously, well, starting on the blue side for game one, we have Invul. Kind of obvious that they're going to be here given the shirt I'm wearing. Gotta represent the boys. But top lane got Kuro, the Norwegian imposter, actually, who's infiltrated the Swedish squad. So yeah, a bit of a weird one for him playing against his own country on a Swedish team. Got Atto, the Vi legend. That's no secret to anyone. I think this guy was like rank 1 Vi in the world at one point. Guy's a machine.
It's a bit of an enjoyer.
Yeah, a bit of an enjoyer. Nearly, I'm looking at his OPGG right now, and he has like 130 games on Vi already this season.
Oh my god.
If you wanted to get a feel for how much of an enjoyer he is, that's
Oh,
how much of an
I
enjoyer he.
will say, if the Vi goes through, obviously, I assume he's gonna pick it because Vi is a good champion right now. But there's a build. I want to know if he's been doing it.
No idea.
It's a Chem Tank Black Cleaver build that I've seen
Wasn't
in Korean
wasn't
solo queue.
everyone abusing Chemtank for a
Recently,
while?
recently, kind of with some champions. Like obviously, you know when Chem Tank first came out, like last
Yeah.
season, and then Udio was like the one. He's the chosen one. Obviously, this season, obviously, Poppy will pick it up, but obviously, Sundara exists as well. Very strong item on those. But I was doing some Vi research, and a lot of people have been playing the Halo Blades, Sundara, or Duskblade
Yeah.
Vi,
No,
or
I feel
Eclipse.
like that's like the standard
Yeah,
Vi
but then I
build.
saw this one Korean Vi one trick. Literally, the only guy coming on UGG for pro Vi games in high elo. I was like, I'm interested. Let me research. And as he's going Chem Tank, he's going Cleaver. He's going like kind of tank, but you do so much
Yeah,
damage.
it's kind of like Bruiser Assassin,
Yeah,
feels really weird to
but you're
say.
also just building tank items, which is so
Yeah,
funny. And
like
so I played it and was like,
League of
okay.
Legends,
I was
maybe.
like, I was like, early game you don't feel strong. You feel a bit out
No.
of it. Even when you get chem tank, it feels a bit weird. It's when you get that second item, you feel like they can't kill you now, and then you just start like one punching people, and it's just like, you know, I feel strong. I'm just gonna take this 5v1. and they're not
I mean,
gonna kill
fair
me.
enough.
I'm just gonna kill your ADC. I'm gonna queue out the backside, and you lose. But I mean, if we've got a Vi and Joya, I assume Vi is gonna be pick ban. Vi is a good champion
We
right now.
will we will see. I have to say, watching through calibrations, obviously calibrations weren't streamed on this channel. Calibrations were streamed over on Atto's Twitch. There were a lot of Vi bans that were thrown. I
mean,
don't think that the Vi is a secret to anyone. But looking down the rest of the Invul roster, we have Invul mainstay. Man, we may as well give shares of the org to at this point. He's been involved with the org at this long. The Poodle Horse rocking the mid lane. Then there's Shilinare. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I've got no idea. In the AD carry position, another OG member of the Invul EU roster was on that first iteration with Poodle all those years ago. And then in the support position, we have the Romanian god himself, MG.
MG, the Romanian god, as I'm having an issue joining the lobby. That's fun, but we still have the draft to get through before then.
That's technical issues. It wouldn't be a stream involving me without technical issues. Don't worry, it's fine. But then looking across onto the other side of the rift, we have got KAOS starting on the red side. And their roster has been competing in Telealigan, so there is quite a lot more data out there about this KAOS lineup. Whether that is coming out to their advantage or not, I guess only time will tell. But you got Kuhlberg in the top lane, Sharp, I believe, in the jungle, although he's been playing a lot of ADC on his main account recently.
ADC's just broken, bro.
True.
He's just gonna go for the most broken role, right?
Kajila in the mid lane, Certified Random at ADC, and Eski in the support position.
Eskere. That's literally the first thing I thought of when I heard his name. I'm so sorry. I've been hearing sheesh for about 6 months at work because the people I work with are very young people, and it's so fun.
We're getting close to a draft start. I think teams are starting to ready up in the draft log client.
Ooh.
I'm interested to see how this is going to shake out. And we have now started the draft. So what's going to come through first?
I assume Gwen's going to be a bit of a power pick.
And it's the first ban.
Yep, there you go. My point exactly.
Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. Definitely Gwen, very, very strong. In all courses of the game. And there's that Vi ban that we talked about.
Yeah, nice.
Neither team messing around here. Yasuo coming in as the second ban from Invul.
So I would prefer maybe a Diana ban here. Instead of a Yasuo ban, because Yasuo only really works with Diana, but maybe obviously it's champ pool, maybe player comfort. And
no, that's fair.
And it does dissuade. A Karma ban, Karma is a very, very strong support.
Karma going to be, taking that one away from MG. Lots of roaming potential on the Karma, definitely.
I did see an incredible play from Kasing on NLC last night.
I think I know exactly the play you mean.
The one where he flashes the Karma Q to defend.
Yep.
Incredible.
Yeah, the man is cracked, to say the least. And a Lucian ban gonna come through. Interesting.
Lucian
so
can be a strong ADC comfort-wise, but I'm not really sure about it in general.
What are we... Is that a Renata? Well, obviously Renata is disabled. She cannot be picked
I think they're just
today.
hovering.
Yeah, okay, so it's going to be a Xin Zhao.
I respect that ban. Xin Zhao is the worst annoying jungler right now. Just get it off my screen. I don't want to see him ever again.
Yeah, the champion's a little bit overtuned.
Yeah, we all knew Xin Zhao back in the day, 2018 Worlds, Ning on Xin Zhao. You're going for early scuttles, you're going for early pathing. Grag's going to be hovered. But my point with Xin Zhao was, it always was an early game, he falls off. But
I think this Gragas is getting locked.
Is this a top Gragas?
I mean, it's a flex, right? You can kind of play it.
You play 4 positions.
Play it, yeah, exactly. It's a pretty big flex.
It's a good flex, and he's going to be hovered as well.
And he's the...
Obviously,
I don't think that's going to be locked.
The 4-position flex right now on Gragas, in my opinion, is kind of like... it's kind of one of those where it's possible, but you're never going to do it. It's mainly just gonna look at top, jungle, and then sometimes support. Mid, you never really
Gonna
see.
land on Lee Sin.
Ooh. Okay,
So
so
the early. So is that Lee Sin answering the Gragas jungle? Would you reckon that's Chaos assuming that's Gragas jungle?
yeah, and then I assume the Invul will just pick Poppy. Is there going?
Varus is the hover. No,
No,
never
no.
mind. Flashing around all the different ADCs.
Every champion that goes bot is being hovered right now by KAOS. They're thinking about something. They're looking at Zeri. I think. Oh, they're gonna
It's
settle on the Jinx.
Jinx.
Oh, I do like this Lee Sin Jinx one too. It's pretty good. If you're expecting a
I
Gragas to go jungle,
I
if
don't know how I feel about Jinx into Gragas though, because an immobile ADC into a Gragas barrel.
but Gragas, yeah, it's that point with like execution. But the Jinx, if she can play a certain way, she will be fine, even if Gragas is there.
Yeah,
I
you go hover,
Viego picked here would be very good into Lee Sin.
and it is locked.
Ooh, they've locked it in. They've gone for
They
the
have
Viego.
locked Viego. So is that still a flex? Is solo lane Viego still good?
No, it's
I
jungle.
was gonna say
It,
I'm not convinced.
it's
That's
jungle.
probably for Atto.
It's jungle Viego. Jungle Viego is the only way right now with Viego. And Viego itself is not the strongest of junglers straight off the bat. He needs to get rolling. He needs to find the resets in the fight. Even when he's nerfed, his resets are just strong. He's like an assassin. If he gets
Yeah.
resets, it's insane. If he doesn't get resets, it's
Well,
going
I
to be
mean,
difficult. But Lulu's locked in here,
Lulu comes through.
taking away from the Jinx. But also Lulu Viego, very nice combo.
Yes, definitely. Being able to give the attack speed, the movement speed, the healing, the shielding,
Oh,
everything that
oh.
Lulu does.
Okay, Pike, I wouldn't really say is a good pick here. I do like the Blitz hover.
But again, it's just hovering literally anything. I don't know if they're going to go for the Blitzcrank. That would strike me as a bit odd.
Maybe a Thresh. Good into Lulu, good for Jinx.
And I guess the profits here, I'll just go home
I'm
because
just
you
that
clearly
good.
just don't need me to continue this cast, man.
I mean, Thresh is that champion where he's good for your ADC, and he's basically like he's like Blitz and an Enchanter. If Blitz was an Enchanter,
Yeah.
But we're gonna see the bans from KAOS. They're probably gonna want to target ADCs. Probably get Zeri off the field because I feel Zeri Lulu right now would be insane.
Zeri, such a strong champion.
Zeri Lulu, any kind of hype. Zeri Aphelios, Caitlyn. I know K-Ban, not the best ADC
Hey, they're
right
sticking.
now.
They're sticking to arcane lore though. They don't want to have Jinx fighting Caitlyn
And
because that might not go well.
And they don't want Vi either.
No.
So where's Victor? Where's the ban of Victor? Please ban
True.
Victor.
Corki being taken away by Invul.
I like that.
I don't hate this
I
at
do like
all.
it. I do like it. You know,
Not a lot of range on that Invul draft right
And
now,
also-
and you don't want to be eating a big one.
and also the fact that you don't see they're both solo laners. They're gonna pick one straight away, and if you have the Corki as a power pick, they'll pick Corki straight up.
Yeah, exactly.
It leads them to probably pick that. They're gonna ban Malphite. I don't like that. They're gonna pick.
I guess they're thinking a mobile ADC. They don't want to let the Jinx just get Malphite altered.
But if you are assuming that Gragas is top lane now, they're not gonna pick. That's a free ban on the side of Invul.
Yeah,
Just focus like now Aphelios and Zeri are both open.
but you have to. Well, I mean, wait. You haven't looked at Poodle's OPGG, and you probably don't know too much about Poodle, do you?
Isn't he a Kai'Sa player?
No, Poodle's the mid laner on Invul, bro.
Oh wait, Poodle. Oh, Poodle is a. Yeah, yep, the Jace. With the Malphite ban, I was assuming they're just gonna play Jace. I do not like Jace right now. I don't think he's that good. And a Gragas Jace, it's like a mini Malphite matchup. But Gragas has perma engage. If Viego comes once, Jace, you are screwed. Orianna, don't
Assuming the
mind.
Gragas is still going top.
Yeah, I mean, I expect this to go top. There's no way we're gonna go Lulu mid Gragas support. It's possible.
I mean, stranger things have happened.
Stranger
bro.
things
That's
have
all
happened.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
stranger things have happened.
But I mean, the Orianna pick, I don't mind it. It's good blind, but it does leave a lot of room for Invul to really go with what they want here.
Yeah, Orianna very safe. I do like it. Nico's the hover. With how much of a Nico enjoyer Poodle is, it would not surprise me to see this locked, and it is gonna come through.
I haven't seen this champion in a good few months.
She got buffed pretty damn hard this patch. Her
ju-
hitbox got reduced.
Oh, I mean, I'm a
Like,
Nico
I think-
enjoyer. I'm really much a Nico enjoyer. I do not hate this champion. I love seeing pro players play really well on her. She can do.
Poodle is a very, very proficient Nico player. He is also proficient on the Gragas, which is why I wasn't sure what we were
Ah,
gonna see in terms of the Gragas flex.
as a Lulu
And it's
Kog'Maw,
okay.
I like this comp.
I
I would.
I'm here for this, and
I
now you can
was.
lock something to deal with Cogmore Chaos. Huh.
There is one champion they did hover, but I don't think they'll play it. I'm
Oh,
gonna wait till they see if they hover again, because obviously, hopefully, it's just a click through. But it's one of the most. Yeah, okay, cool. They picked
Jace
Jace.
is gonna get locked.
Why are you picking Jace? I don't know. But I really do not like Jace right now in the current state of the meta. But Riven is one of the most broken champions in the game right now. Obviously, I don't assume, and in pro play, she's probably not gonna get much game time. But just with the buffs that the Bruiser picks got, she just had like she herself just got so strong for no reason. Riven's always been a strong pick, but wow. But I do,
Yeah.
I do like this Invul comp, but at the same time, I'm kind of thinking we've got a little bit of misdirection in the way of synergy. Viego, he wants to go in. Gragas can play. He can play either way. He can play P or he can play go in. He can play. He can switch. He's a
Yeah.
nice switch. Uh,
The thing is, both of these drafts want to team fight,
yeah, but it's just.
and I'm all for it.
But
I'm all for
there's
it.
a certain way both drafts want a team fight, and the way Invul want to play is exactly the same way as Chaos really want to play. Chaos, they're both looking for the jungler to make a pick and poke them out. Kog'Maw wants to poke at the same time. Um, at the same
You
time,
can't afford to be eating a shock blast as a
yeah,
Cogmore.
yeah. Like Kog'Maw wants to poke, but also Jace wants to poke.
Yeah. I think in terms of the poke battle, Chaos probably have the edge. In terms of the picking and assassination battle, I've got to give it to Invul
I
with the Viego Nico. I think Nico is so insane when you can actually navigate vision and use your clones correctly.
Yeah, I
Um,
think the Nico zone control herself, really
yeah,
good pick. Like just the ult, it's oh, that's annoying. It can be hard to do it.
yeah,
It's like an Ori ult, but just bigger.
yeah,
So it's really up to how either team wants to play this. I think the early game is kind of in favor of Chaos. Jace early.
yeah. I can see that.
They
I
want
can
to
see
get
that.
if they get the Jace rolling, they can be kind of a problem for Invul. At the same time, you got Viego. Viego's not like the best early. I've seen a man called Closer, Crowd Closer from 100 Thieves. If anyone's a bit of a, LCS,
LCS enjoyer.
LCS enjoyer like myself, guy does wonders on Viego. I don't expect like Crowd Closer level, but I mean, you gotta
Who knows? Who knows?
enjoy it.
We'll see. We are moments away from getting going. I think the team's just going over their final little bits of strategy, final talks from the coaches. And yeah, I mean, this is going to be a banger. I just have a feeling that this game is going to be, or this series, sorry, because it is a best of two.
Yeah,
Got to remember, it is a best of two.
unfortunately it's a
We
best of
aren't.
two.
Yeah, I know. I wish it was best of three. We had a full like long discussion when I was watching some scrims yesterday about how best of two is
Is
pointless and
is
you should just
yeah,
make it best of three.
or
But
just make
that's a
it
discussion. That's a discussion for
yeah
another day.
yeah.
Maybe we do an NLC Division 3 talk show at some point. We talk about it then. Just
Where's CJ Shaw when you need him?
exactly.
Where's Chris?
We'll see. But yeah, for now, focusing on the game. I was listening to the Invul roster's warm up before this started because they decided they wanted to play some AR Earth to warm up.
Oh,
Yeah, keep it fresh, keep it interesting. And
warm up those mechanics. Warm up the
yeah,
hands.
exactly.
Have you told your team about the put? Hopefully people get this in chat. Putting the hands in the oven warm up tactic.
What?
Okay, you haven't been on Twitter like the last month.
I mean, I have.
It was
what part of Twitter are you looking
I
at?
can't remember who it was in like amateur at NA or something. Who's like, I found a new strat about cold hands. I think it was like the No Arms Watley.
Right.
He was
okay.
like, here's a new strat. Put your hands in the oven for 30 seconds. It warms your hands up, and everyone's just like, "What are you saying? What are you doing?" It's so stupid.
I mean, yeah, they're not wrong.
Oh, it's so funny to hear that though. Obviously, AR Earth always a good way to warm up. Also,
I
ARAM.
mean,
ARAM
I
good,
was
good way.
also I I did also listen to. I mean, I don't know what I heard during that ARF. I'm not gonna lie. There were lots of interesting discussions. We'll leave it at that going on. And for some reason, Shakira started to be sung at random points.
I love
But
it. I love it.
just standard warm up things, I guess. We'll see how well that ARF has prepared them for the series ahead.
Obviously for the people just joining chat now, this draft was done on draft low. They're just going through it again. They're rebanning the same ones. They're picking their own champions. These champs weren't picked in this order. It's like UNL, where a
Yeah,
UNL.
for those that have watched UNL in the
Yeah.
chat, because most people here probably aren't aware of
And
what UNL is.
you should go watch UNL. We've got a lot
True.
of Scandinavian players now. We've got a lot of Finnish guys. You got
Banging,
We've got
banging content.
We got Yuna the Buller, man.
I mean, yeah.
You got Yuna. He's called the Buller for a reason. We also have a guy called D2 Fortic, who's literally he's named after a Volvo engine. I am the biggest D2 Fortic fan ever.
Time to get the predictions in though. By the way, in chat, if you've got any of them channel points,
Casino is open.
Who is winning game 1 of this series? Is it going to be a hashtag Invul win, or are KAOS going to steal away first blood? Obviously, this isn't the first match of the season. There was a game last night, as you guys will have seen in the opening of the stream. Bifrost Academy and who was it? Who was Bifrost Academy playing last night? Bifrost Academy starting their season out with a 1-1 draw. So yeah, second game in the season. Both of these teams will be looking for that 2-0 to solidify their spot at the top at the start. Get that top spot early and try and maintain it for the whole season. But we are going to have now 3 minutes of spectator delay. Obviously, got to maintain competitive integrity and all that. You know how it is, guys.
Yep.
But yeah, so let's focus a bit more on how we think this early game is going to play out. Because as we've discussed, probably going to devolve into a lot of picks, poke, and team fighting as the game goes on.
Sorry, I just poked out loud because literally the NLC 3rd Division just got added to Leaguepedia like in the past minute.
Pog.
Because I went to
Pog.
I went to NLC and it was like 3rd Division doesn't exist and it just appeared just now.
So now it exists. So let's get Gamepedia up and anyone in chat.
Yeah, it was Bifrost versus Endurance. It was
Endurance. That was who it was.
It was a 1-1.
Yes, it was a 1-1.
Wow.
And so the way the league is being scored, it is cumulative wins. So it is win-loss record rather than points.
I like that.
So yeah. So so if a team wins 2-0, they get 2 points effectively. You know?
Yeah. Makes sense.
So if you win all 5 of your series 2-0, you'll have your 10-0 record. And obviously no one can match you. I don't know how it's going to work on head-to-heads and tiebreakers. I guess we'll get there when we get there.
I just want to take a moment to shout out the guys at Leaguepedia. They've updated everything recently. I've just gone through everything.
Leaguepedia, they do a banging job.
I mean, I know some of the guys over there, but like they're actually doing an incredible job right now. I've just had a quick look and I was like, oh, I just see CJ Shaw leaving Invul to Riddle Esports. Oh, what a man.
The division's actually not there for me. I can't see it. I can't click on it.
You have to search it manually right now.
Oh, right. Okay. You have to search it manually.
Just came up, but I'll send you the link. Here you go. Here's the 3rd division. You got all three. You got all 3 groups, I think. It's the 4 groups.
There should be 4 groups.
Yeah, there's 4 groups. Sorry, I only went down to the 3rd. But I mean, I'm seeing some teams in here. I recognize some of them, but our focus.
You don't recognize others, but that's fine.
I'm not a bit of a. I've been watching a lot of LJL recently. But obviously, Group 1, that's where our focus is tonight, as we are slowly getting into this game. But we're talking about level 1s. Let's put it back to the game. Early game, level 1s. Lee Sin wants to get Jace rolling. That's how I'm seeing this. I'm seeing Invul, they just want to chill early game. If they can go for early Drakes, get some prio bot, go for it. If they can't, that's fine. They just want to avoid giving Lee Sin any kind of lead in the jungle, because it will make Viego's life quite hellish.
I mean, Kog'Maw Lulu, a very, very powerful combination, as you mentioned when you talk about the early prio that Invul could potentially look for on some dragons. Could involve trading away some early Rift Heralds potentially, if that is what KAOS look for. But we'll see. We are going to get all of our questions answered very, very shortly. We are now loading into game. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to start off the NLC Division 3 season for Invulnerables Esports.
I'm hyped. I'm actually
I
really
can't
hyped.
wait. I can't wait.
It's been so long since I've been here. Like
Yeah,
actually,
dude,
just being on Invul's like live stream and everything, it feels so hyped. I love League of Legends. Like watching lower League of Legends right now. I obviously, if you don't know where I've been recently, I've been doing my own stuff. I've been working with the LGL. I hope you guys don't mind the shout out. But
promote yourself.
I've been working with Nine Mirror and the boys, and I've been watching some LGL Academy, and also Korean Academy Challenger. This stuff's just ridiculously fun to watch. It's so much more fun than like when the games actually matter, because I don't think in Korean Challenger the teams care. They are just kind of limit testing in a way. We had an Urgot one trick that just got kicked from Hanwha, and he had to play the final 2 games on Hanwha, even though he was already kicked. It was so sad to watch, and he almost like solo won the game. Going nuts. That's with obviously if you watch LCK, you know Chronicler. That's with Chronicler. But we're so watching lower division League of Legends, the amateur scene and the semi-pro scene. It's the best. Honestly, every game matters. As we just have
We are now onto the Rift.
Just give me 1 second.
We are now onto the Rift. Rune choices. I'm just having a quick look at everything, and nothing seems too out of the ordinary to me. I'm seeing First Strike Jace, but I guess into a melee matchup, that's pretty normal.
First strike's okay. First strike on Jace is fine. Phase Rush would be the other option, maybe Electrocute, but you're not looking to all in this matchup. Airy as a mid laner is the main choice right now. Comet sometimes. Phase Rush is just not really it. I think for the Gragas, maybe want to go Comet instead of the Phase Rush.
Okay, I can see that.
Go for a poke. Everything else just seems stock standard. I'm not a fan of Glacial Thresh. I'm not a fan of... Is he going to go for a hook?
Oh, and it's going to connect here on to Hatar Svenskar. Could be trouble here for the Invulnerables ADC. The Kog'Maw running away, trying to hold those summoners as best as possible. Is going to get himself out. I believe he burns... Is that the heal?
Just heal.
Yeah. The pixels I'm looking at on your screen right now are great.
Oh, just give me a second. That was a nice setup from the boys on... Oh, wait, I've just realized they've changed everything.
Yeah, they've changed the in-game overlay. It actually looks nice. We get to see the towers, we get to see the Rift Heralds and the dragons.
Chat bears with me for 1 second.
Are going to see Eski and Certified Random, though, sitting in this first bush, potentially looking for an early pick to start this game off. Just a little bit back and forth in the mid lane. But I'm looking towards this bot lane to see what is going to go down as... MG and Svenskar look in the bot lane, and another hook is going to find the Kog'Maw. Shield's going to come through. Exhaust goes down onto the Jinx, but the Kog'Maw taking so much damage. Ignite ticking away. No kill going to come from it, but it is now a significant summoner spell advantage.
Yeah, it's not really
for the side of KAOS.
It's not really what you want to start on the side of Invul. Obviously, coming back just before I had to do my producer stuff. Nicely set up early, that level 1. Just gets the heal out. And now Kog'Maw and Lulu... They need jungle attention urgently, and it's not going to come. I mean...
At least they get to keep their flashes.
Oh, good root.
Poodle.
Obviously, he's going to just...
Knows what he's doing on the Nico.
But you can see Viego, he is pathing bot side, I should say. The good old bot to top, top to bot. But also KAOS Sharp. He's going to be coming here as well on his Lee Sin. He's going for a nice 4-camp clear. He won't be full clearing.
We could see a big 3v3 in this bot lane very, very shortly.
I think Sharp doesn't want to dive this. If he's smart, he should know that the enemy jungler should be pathing bottom side. As Kit,
it's going to go wide in the mid lane, but it's a bit more of a trade back and forth. Poodle holding the Ignite, going to dive forward now. Flashes for final break. The 3-hit Ignite ticking away. Not quite got enough to finish off.
We've got fights everywhere right now.
Going to go wide. Fights absolutely everywhere. Exactly. The Flay going to slow down Atto. Can't quite catch up to the Thresh. Is going to get the stun though. Don't think he's got enough to finish it off, especially with how low the Nico has been taken.
I don't think Kedja wants this. Yeah.
It's going to find anything.
The auto.
Flashes over the wall. Auto over the wall. Kog'Maw first blood. And that's the perfect start for Invul after losing so much pressure in the bot lane. Just look at the CS deficit down there, actually.
It's only an 8 CS deficit, but the first blood will heal that deficit, and obviously now they can free farm. But the Poodle going really deep onto just deep in general, blows his flash, gets the flash out, doesn't get the kill, somehow survives against Sharp, who chased him all the way into the enemy into his own jungle. I think he used a Nico clone to dodge something. I did see that come out. Hopefully, he probably knows what he's doing with that. And then Eski just trying a bit too hard to turn it when I'm gonna butcher his name again. Was it Kedula? Kedula?
I think it's Kedula. Yeah. I am. Your guess on the pronunciation is as good as mine.
But
basically,
I don't think he didn't want to fight that. He was super low, and then Eski obviously hits the hook, stays, and Cog and Lulu are there.
Thinks, I've got the CC down, we can maybe turn this, but no, it is not to be. The Cogmore getting the first blood as well, even more unfortunate for the side of KAOS. That late game hyper carry up to the Berserker's Greaves already, and I really like that purchase into a Thresh.
Yeah, I mean, boots in general into anything that you have to dodge skill shots with is huge, but also the Berserkers will help him with farming. I know Reckless is one to go for early tier 2 boots to help with farming. Yep. He is now an EUM master, EUM player, EURL. So
all I'm saying,
we could talk about
Swedish ADC taking after one of the best ADCs in the world, who also happens to be Swedish, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
just saying.
We all know who Reckless is.
Exactly.
The first Drake coming up, it's going to be a Cloud Drake, as Coolberg is going to be trading. It's going to be like this all the time.
Kuro's facing a lot of pain in that top lane, really.
Yeah, I think really with the side, the side of KAOS, they're going to be looking to get this early Drake. You can see their position, but also, Atso, he's going to be sneaking in here. He's
always looking.
Eski could be caught again here. Eski, I don't think you want this.
Going to be slowed up by the Cogmore, stunned up by the Viego as well. Lee Sin diving forward. Going to be a flash over the wall from the Cogmore of Hatar Svenska. And Invul on the retreat. The rockets coming through, ripping through with damage. Sonic Wave, Resonating Strike. Can't quite find a kill. Atto not going to be able to find the way out. Certified Random picking up one, but it could be more here on the tower dive for KAOS. Sonic Wave going to connect.
Sharp!
And it's a dive. Sharp going forward, but gets polymorphed instantly. It's going to go down to Hatar Svenska, so 1-for-1. Quickly answered back, though. Kedula?
Yeah,
is that what we decided it was?
Yeah, Kedula.
Finding the kill onto the Cogmore. MG, the Lulu, the only current survivor, but for how much longer? Jinx running forward, getting the Command Protect, the Zap, and the Clockwork Wind-Up from Kedula's going to find another kill. So 3-for-1 on the dive, on the bot lane play, in the favor of KAOS.
Yeah, I thought Eski was caught out there. He was, but Certified Random was just free firing. Didn't get to get anyone, and Svenskar had to jump back over the wall with his flash, and then they kind of pushed it quite far. Sharp decided to tank the turret. He wanted to be the one to go. And the turret tanking was a little bit shaky. I saw Ketchula took a fully charged turret shot, and I could see him get a bit panicky, and they did make it work in the end. If they made it a bit longer, I think Poodle would have been coming down there, and he might have been able to pick up a kill on the end of that. But
yeah,
good play from KAOS. They're not going to go for the dragon just because of Sharp's dying, and he needs to get his tempo back. So the unfortunate trade of Sharp delays their Drake, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they really want to go for this Drake. Obviously, it'd be a good pickup for them, but at the same time, they're not posturing for it.
No.
Like they really wanted to fight that.
Especially seeing Atto down towards that bot side. Are we going to pause coming through?
There was a cheeky DC. With the.
Is this the pause bug? Is this a spectate pause bug? You're going to have to like rewind a couple seconds.
Yeah, don't worry. I already know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, wait, no.
We get to continue.
Oh, I believe it's just you have to keep clicking it.
Small indie company, remember, ladies and gentlemen.
We had this on UNL multiple times. Yeah, there we go.
Small indie company. Are we good? I think we're good. We're going to be diving straight back into the action. Oh. Right back into the action of the start of the game. No, we are back. We're past the pause. We're all good. Apologies. We see Atto moving in towards bot lane again, though. Invul really wanting to invest the resources into this Kog'Maw. And rightly so. I mean, the Kog'Maw holding both of the Invul kills right now. As Sharp is going to start this Drake. Certified Random sitting really far back here on the Jinx. Might get himself caught off.
I think Invul going to give this. Look at Atto, he's on the Croak.
Yeah, looks like it's
Poodle! Oh, that shockwave!
Oh, wait, did that just drag Kedula out of the Nico ult?
It dragged Poodle off. It dragged Poodle out of it.
Oh, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Really, really nicely played from Kedula, keeping himself alive.
That was pixels.
On the brink. Not even having to burn the flash. The ignite goes down from Poodle. So it is just flashes now in that mid lane.
Damn, that was really unfortunate for Poodle, but I mean, I think he blew the ignite for that, but Kedula, he has to still play a dangerous game.
Nearly catches the root there. Yeah, like you say, Poodle going to be looking for every opportunity now to try and claim the shutdown on this Orianna's head. Those 2 kills from the bot lane dive really going to help Kedula actually into this game. That Orianna's really going to be hurting.
But also the two kills that Svenskar's been able to pick up, they've really solidified, like...
Oh, definitely. Atto looking towards the top side. Jace in trouble. Is going to use that form change to get away, but the stun is going to land. Is the cask good? Flash comes through, as does the Heartbreaker. And it is Kulberg's heart being broken. Atto getting himself on the board. Has a kill, has a death, has an assist. Really nice saving of the Heartbreaker for after the flash.
It wasn't
obviously has the flash.
It wasn't just that. It was the fact that I forget your top laner's name. Kuro, that's the one. Yeah, because obviously he's called ZYZ. Yeah. Obviously Kuro. I mean, he body slams and doesn't flash, so he just. Oh wait, Poodle's gone the other way.
Uses the Nico
again.
The blossoms up and no. The flash coming through that time as well, but the shutdown is going to land. Can Lee Sin find the kill, or has Poodle got the footwork? No. Sharp is going to drive the sharpest longsword in his inventory straight through Poodle. Eski going to catch Atto, but Kuro's here in support. With MG moving up from the bot lane as well, can Invul find anything here, or is it just going to be more pressure? It is looking like it's just a little bit more pressure on to this mid lane turret. I mean, but Poodle,
he gets the kill, but Kedula again with the shockwave change of direction.
Yeah.
This guy, I mean, this mid lane's really fun to watch.
I mean, after the first time, I was gonna say, okay, probably wasn't intentional. He's probably just thrown it out as a hope. Now I'm starting to question that.
I think he knows.
Obviously,
we should know that Ori ult does move you, and Nico can be moved in her form. Like Blitzcrank can hook her in when she's ulting. You don't want that to happen. I think the only way to counter that is if Poodle picks up a stopwatch, but I see he's going for a Nashus 2 first Nico, so it's going to be a bit of an on-hit split push build, probably.
That is a Nashus 2
Yeah, it's a Nashus 2 rush. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. He's probably going to be picking up maybe the Hextech Proto Belt, but on that reply gank from Atto in the mid lane. Obviously, you saw Kuro. He saved his flash, which was played really well. He just body slammed forward. He saved his flash for the almost stopped it. He saved his flash to the top side and the top side gank. Forced Kulberg's flash. Didn't use his own, and then as soon as he shows he has flash, Eski has to immediately back out. Sharp has to back out. They can't take it because of the flash body slam that could come. And Atto did take the...
I'm still looking here. Kedula's going to be able to spot him out with the ball, though. And yes, like you mentioned, the first Rift Herald of the game claimed by Invul. We do now wonder where Atto's going to use that. MG Glitter Lance through just to get himself away to safety, but his AD carry very much isolated. KAOS not wanting to push for this, but Hata Svenskar feeling like he can't stay on that turret with Eski lurking in the jungle.
Yeah, Eski is really trying to move and push.
And Sharp is looking down towards this bot lane yet again. Eski takes some poke from the Kog'Maw, but Invul being zoned off this tower. Oh, it's such a beautiful cask. Kulberg, he's knocked back. The Heartbreaker comes through, and you have to think this is curtains yet again for the Jace. Atto picking up his second kill. And you know what you said about that Viego starting to get rolling, Eris?
Yeah.
Well, I think the snowball has just been pushed off the top of the mountain.
Yeah, but the thing is, they see a play is being forced bot side. You can see this where the Svenskar, he cannot be here. He can't walk forward, so they have to make a play on the other side.
They know as well. They know where the Lee Sin is.
Yeah,
they can't step up.
But also in the mid lane, the TP blown from Orianna, they're not going to be able to get a turret, but they're going to drop the Herald mid, as you can see
First
here.
turret mid. I don't know. With the Rift Herald, maybe they are. Especially
they're not
going to
get the first turret in the game.
They could still get all 5 plates.
They will get that turret. But this is a good play from Invul.
Yeah, it's answering back. Dragon is being looked at, though, by KAOS. The Mountain Drake, second dragon of the game, has only just spawned. And it is going to die in about as much time as it took to enter the Rift. Sharp going to claim... Well, actually not Sharp. Certified Random.
Oh, I like this. I like Hexgate. I love Hexgates.
Oh, God.
This one is so fun.
Of course, this is the first game we cast together this season and we get the new soul.
I like it. I like the soul. It's just a static shiv.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad. It's definitely more balanced than Chemtech, right?
Chemtech was so annoying. But I like this from Invul. They make a play top. They see a play being made bot side. They make a play in the top lane, and then they force out the TP from Kedula, and then Ato's like, hey, you know what? We'll just drop this mid and we'll take that turret instead. And KAOS, they make a good play bot. They just they zone off Svenskar for a bit of farm, bit of XP. They give 5 plates onto the Jinx, which is big. Jinx now a bit ahead of the clock.
Yeah, Jinx, very, very huge.
But then they give away their mid-tier 1, which just allows so much access into their jungle.
Yeah.
On the side of Invul, and Invul can keep this pushed, as I think a place might be made mid here.
Oh, Hook just goes wide onto Kuro. But no, I completely agree. And I was about to raise the point, actually, before you mentioned it, of which turret is more worth it, mid-tier 1 or bot-tier 1. And I think... Yeah, no, the vision that mid-tier 1, or that taking mid-tier 1 grants you,
and also
is so valuable.
With mid-tier 1 down, like, if you'll see, like, in like the highest tiers of League of Legends, teams will fight over mid-tier 1. Like, they will give away top-tier 1, bot-tier 1 to keep their mid-tier 1 alive. Just because of the position that it holds is like one of the strongest on the map. Now, if you concede that, you can just ram mid in and get more prio. But at the same time, KAOS, they don't really care. They are just going to go and force this top tower now.
Yeah, they're hunting for a Gragas. I guess they want a share of whatever Gragas is having to drink. Jinx got that minigun railing away onto this top turret zap, and the rocket's going to come through. Kuro not taking all that much damage from this Jinx, honestly. Chemtank already completed, and that is quite a bulky Gragas.
Yeah, but you can see what they're doing. Oh, they're going to probably force... Yeah, they're actually going to fight this. They're going to force it if I random away.
Zato, can he find the stun? No. Just no. That was really, really anticlimactic.
But they're trying to give all the gold, and they're just trying to funnel this Jinx on the side of KAOS.
They want this Jinx to scale and to just become an absolute monster, and she can do that when she reaches the late game, if she can get her items. Right now, she is set up in such a good position to be able to take this game over if given the opportunity. However, if Invul can find the engage, if Poodle can find the one-shot, if Atto can find the assists, you then get the Viego becoming the Jinx.
Yeah.
And that is pretty terrifying.
That is where it gets very, very scary. But, like, if you actually look at now, all this from Certified Random, we knew, obviously, he got his Gale Force before Svenskar. Svenskar had all the components, though, so it was only about 400 gold differential on that. We'll have a look now. We can see that it's a 1.5 gold lead on that Jinx. That's a
roughly. And Kuro getting jumped on. That's a big chunk of damage coming through from Coolberg.
Yeah, Coolberg, he's going to start picking up his items now. When he gets that Mana Mune, and probably he'll get Sereljas, he will start dealing a lot of damage. But also, Kuro, he's looking to get that Fimbulwinter online. He gets Fimbulwinter online. He's going to go for it. He should be fine in the side lane. He's not going to ever win the side lane against Jace. He's just there to nullify, even out the matchup.
Exactly.
Also, the CS on Ketchler. Ketchler has picked up so much farm. He also picked up the Rift Heralds.
Can't fault Poodle as well, though. Keeping up. Not exactly, but getting close. Oh, are we going to see it again? Oh, just going wide there.
Poodle!
Using the clone. Can he find the kill? Ignite is ticking away. Kedula burning. The final auto comes through just before the command protect shield can activate, and Kedula gonna drop to Poodle. Poodle finding another solo kill. And this is why this man's Nico is pretty well fit, as we see another catch in the mid lane. MG getting caught up by the Thresh. Invul trying to disengage, but Kuro's now in the fight. Barrel splitting everyone up. Kog'Maw trying to rain down the artillery. But now Jinx gets to free fire the Super Mega Death Rocket, not quite finishing off any kills. And no one's going to die. Kuro sensibly stepping away from his teammates so that the Rocket's AoE does not manage to tag any of the kills to give the Jinx the reset.
Yeah, that was...
How are people surviving?
Certified Random must be really mad because he also played off the Jinx Rocket Flash.
Yep.
Which was really nice, so it made the Rocket just go quicker. I've seen so many people do that recently.
We could see mid tier 1 drop hit for KAOS though, with the Rift Herald being summoned. Dragon number 3 gonna go over to KAOS.
They're gonna grab that, and they're gonna take the dragon. They're gonna be on
This is starting to get a little bit scary if you are an Invul fan.
They're trying to get Svenskar as much resources as he can, but he's really just falling behind right now. Just the way that they're playing around Certified Random, it's all on him to carry this game right now. Kullberg, he's behind, but he also has a lot of farm. For Invul, it's really on the side of Poodle to find the pick, and also Atto to find the reset.
If Invul can get this Kog'Maw to 2 items, though. You see the Rage Knife already in inventory.
Yeah,
when this Kog'Maw completes his Rage Blade, he starts to seriously come online.
Oh, Atto's going to find Kullberg here.
Oh, and the Viego, that's a lot of damage coming through on both sides. Can either side find the kill? No, but it is going to afford pressure for the Nico now to push up in this bot lane.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think that Invul are going to trade bot tier 1 for mid tier 2 up, would you?
I don't think there's really a way they can fight this, and this was the thing I was talking about in draft. Like, I like their comp, but it is a playback comp. They don't have any hard engage to force anything. Like, they outside
of a Gragas barrel or a Nico flank.
Yeah, but that is not reliable hard engage. Like a Nautilus hook.
Yeah.
Like, that is one thing they're missing. So in this position, they can't really force anything straight up. They have to really look for Eski or Sharp, and Atto. Oh, Eski's gonna miss the hook.
Atto's gonna get caught, but the Shockwave... Was the Shockwave dragging him out of the Jinx? Oh, the Jinx ult finishes the kill. I was talking about the Orianna ult, but never mind. Certified Random is finding his mark.
Yeah, and that's gonna be Baron.
Yeah, this is very scary for Invul. If this Baron is secured, which at this point we have to assume it's going to be, Poodle's nowhere even close, and it looks like Invul are just gonna give this over.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is worrying signs, especially with the Soul Point Drake in 3 minutes. Baron will be... KAOS will have Baron for about 5 seconds after the dragon spawns.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Invul now. That's a 5k gold lead straight off that. They find one pick. Their vision has been incredible this game. They've really suffocated Invul out of anything. You see Atto, he's walking in there. Look at the wards around Kuro right now. There's about, in this area alone, there's so many. We'll just go back over. Look at this. They just cleared out one. They're clearing out another one over here.
It's getting scary.
There's 4
from
more
an
in that
Invul
area.
point of view. But objective bounties are enabled now. How much of a factor they will have, we don't know. Maybe Invul grab themselves a couple of quick tier 1 towers in both of the side lanes, and they start to close this gold gap up a bit. But yeah, as you say, right now looking very scary. Could be a pick looked for here by Poodle though. Atto facing up into 3 potentially, and now Poodle's going to drop back. The Nico clone isn't the one that's taken. Sharp's going to dive forward, going to get himself stunned up, and
one reset.
Nico damage is ridiculous. Shockwave comes through, but it's going to only just manage to chunk out Poodle, and the reset comes through for Atto. Diving forward on the Lee Sin, the Heartbreaker comes through now, and can they find anything? Certified Random getting chunked out. He drops to Atto, and that's the second kill of the fight for Atto, transforming into the Jinx. Double kill now for the Viego. Can he find any more? Invul now with the power of the Thresh. Lantern going to bring MG forward into this fight. Heartbreaker over the wall. Can they find anyone else? And it's going to be an engage onto Kullberg, but it looks like the Jace just going to be able to walk himself away. Massive fight for Invul, being able to pick off the Jinx. I don't think... Did they lose? It was 3-1, right?
Yeah, it was 3-1. But that was really bad from Surfire Random. He Gale Forced into the enemy. And then also Atto, really good from him. They find the initial pick. Poodle Horse, like I don't know. Sharp gets his Q syndrome, Lee Sin syndrome. He goes in and then he starts making the play. But then he sees it's a Nico, and Nico's immediately ult, so he tries to kick her away. He doesn't go anywhere. He just gets blown up straight away. Gets one reset over to Atto for literally free. And they're going to position again for this, but that was a really bad fight from KAOS. It just gave them too much gold, and they just let... And then Atto's target selection, he saw the Jinx, and also Kuro. They went straight for Kuro.
Let's take a look at the gold values. But it looks like we might have a fight brewing here, so I'm a bit hesitant to start talking about the gold when we are potentially seconds away from being thrust into another team fight. But yeah, we've got the time. This is just posturing. Dragon is spawning in about 10 seconds. Big chunk onto the Lulu. KAOS have the river. Yeah, and face checking into a shockwave is a bit of a yikes.
Looking at the gold, the major lead is really on Coolberg. He's got a 3k gold lead over his counterpart, but he's going to get picked straight away.
Yeah, Coolberg getting dove on, and that gold lead doesn't matter if you're in the death chamber. Hatar Svenskar finding the killer. Now it is 4 versus 5 for the side of KAOS. They do have the positioning, they do have the health bars, and they do have the 3 Drakes, but can Invul find an avenue? The ball is waiting. Orianna is primed, and the Dragon is started up. Eyes on the smites. Jungler's potentially going to be crucial. Shockwave goes down. Atto chunk, but Poodle, massive engage with the Nico. Chunks out 3. Dragon goes over to the side of KAOS, but it's not going to matter. The team fight is an absolute massacre. You call them team fights, that's an absolute demolition job. 4 for 0. Invul lose the soul. Crush the team fight. It's only the Thresh that survives. And we're going to see the base of KAOS being shredded to pieces here, I would imagine.
Poodle just found... I mean, I was talking about the gold lead. Kuro and Atto found a beautiful pick onto Coolberg. He shouldn't have been...
This is why you ban the man's Nico.
I mean, the start of that, Coolberg's just too far up. You're playing Jace, just poke them out. And then Kuro, his Gragas casts have been on point in this game. Atto finds the pick. Immediately the gold lead just evaporates. And then they posture... Okay, Kedula, he found a really nice shockwave into Atto. Atto playing it a bit too risky, but he was really trying to force it. And then Poodle just comes in from the side and just wipes it up. Yes, they lose the soul, but they won the fight. They even the gold.
Yeah, the gold difference being closed, I think, is going to speak absolute volumes. Baron is spawning in about a minute's time, so I'm expecting another fight over that. The fights we've had so far this game, by the way, my god, everything I wanted. I'm thoroughly enjoying this game. And we're going to see another one right here for the blue buff. Sharp looking to get picked off, but is just going to safeguard himself over the wall. Orianna stealing away the blue buff from the Invul jungle. And a Super Mega Death Rocket thrown in just for effect. Probably my favorite named ability in the game, Super Mega Death Rocket, by the way.
I like Heartbreaker.
Yeah, Heartbreaker's pretty good, but like being able to scream, "Oh, the Super Mega Death Rocket from downtown!"
The Red Bull Super Omega Death Rocket powered by Coinbase.
Yeah. Red Bull Coinbase, if you wanna sponsor us for that, you know, our Twitter DMs are open. I mean,
Bull Red's base of coin.
Yeah, there we go. We can't use their actual names because we're not sponsored.
But that's you can see right there. That's what the Hexx Soul does. Just a little cheeky static shiv. It just proc twice from 2 members. It can be very annoying, very good in team fights.
It applies slow as well, because I seem to remember it. I seem to remember it as a slow.
It does bring a slow. Also, with a Jinx, it can be really annoying to face up again.
Yeah, especially with the rockets, I imagine.
But Invul getting a gold lead even. They've now lost it back to about a 2k difference in the side of KAOS.
I don't see that as being too much of an issue, though. Obviously, the Hextech Soul going to be a massive point in threatening Invul out in some of these plays and some of these sieges, just affording KAOS a little bit of extra wave clear, a little bit of extra poke damage, and you see it coming down there with Coolberg onto Kuro. Not that Kuro really cares about your damage at this point. He's a Gragas with Chemtank and Fimbulwinter, but it is potentially going to find Kedula. The command dissonance comes through, and it's going to just take him away from the stun.
Yeah, and you can see the posturing. They all know it's Baron. Objective bounties are up, obviously. So
Both top laners have teleport, so they've been sent to the bot lane. Yeah.
but cool.
Time for the infamous Baron dance to begin.
Oh, he tried to stop that. But obviously, Kohlberg this game, he's 0-3-0, but don't let that fool you. He will chunk anyone out.
He does also have a Flame Horizon right now over Kuro.
Yeah, he has been farming an absolute storm up this game after ganked twice.
Yeah, getting a lot of love and care.
But it is really on his positioning in this fight. Obviously, front to back, they should be fine, but it is on Kohlberg. If he gets picked, it can lead to a lot of issues on the side of KAOS. He wants to be the one poking. He doesn't want to be in the face of the enemy. If he dies straight up, they lose a lot of their gold lead. They lose a lot of their damage. Kedula obviously burst. Orianna does a lot of damage in general.
Yeah, if he finds a shockwave onto more than one person, it could be very rough. And even if he only hits one, that one person is likely going to lose the majority of their health bar.
But Random
from that one ability.
Random and Svenskar, now even on items, both exactly 3 items. You've got a Wit Send on the Kog'Maw. Shouldn't take much damage from the Orianna now.
Well, it shouldn't take as much. I think the Orianna is still going to chunk.
It is a death cap coming in for the Orianna now. Yeah, getting really in there. But
very strong Orianna.
But I think the teams might be playing for the Elder.
Yeah, both teams moving away from the Baron here a little bit. Kind of realizing, Elder's in a minute. We might as well offer the other side a trade. Obviously, if you're not fighting the Elder, my god.
I was like, wait, why is Kuro taking that much damage? And realized actually just Poodle sat there. Oh wow! As you can see,
can we just appreciate the fact real quick? By the way, Kohlberg has 300 CS.
Yeah, he is farming up an absolute. Also, Kedula.
Yeah, but like, Kohlberg has 300 CS pre 30 minutes. He is.
Oh, are they gonna start this?
Ooh, and it's. Wait, they're doing it over the wall with the Jinx. I like this.
He's now gone back through, and Kedula is just baiting in the middle. They don't know, but they might find Kedula. Actually, Kedula's just gonna die.
Oh, Kedula's gonna get caught, stunned up, knocked up, and heartbroken back to the respawn fountain. That is really huge. That could potentially give Invul Dragon here. This is a catch from Poodle as well onto Eski, and it is going to be 2 quick picks for the side of Invul. Baron goes over to KAOS though. 10 seconds they have to get down here to the bot lane to potentially fight for this Elder Dragon. But KAOS.
Invul don't care about your Baron sneak.
How is this going to impact the game going forward? We see KAOS now shoving the top lane very hard with 2 men and with the Baron buff. You have to remember to bring it throw it. Ooh. I thought that was going to steal it for a second, but no, Elder Drake goes over to Invul. Kohlberg is just here to stop recalls and try and let his team get out safely, and they are going to do that. Certified Random and Sharp getting themselves away to safety. But now, Baron versus Elder, the battle of the super buffs.
You don't want to fight the Elder.
No.
You really don't want to fight the Elder if you're on the side of KAOS, but that's going to mean that you're going to have to wait out your Baron buff. Obviously, I think Elder will expire before the Baron. It is a short buff.
What the time is it? Oh, Elder is 2.5 minutes, Baron's 3 minutes, and the Elder died about 30 seconds after the Baron.
Yeah.
So they'll go at about the same time.
So if you're the side of Invul, you play a bit more up now. They don't want to fight you, and you saw what happened there. They thought they were down 1, but they're 1 down because damn, that was a bad play. I mean, Kedula got real caught out in the mid lane. I mean,
Kedula getting caught out again. No, saved by the Thresh Lantern.
Kohlberg is hitting like a truck now.
This is what happens when you let a Jace get 3 like that much farm. That is a very fed Jace that I feel like Svenskar is going to be having nightmares about tonight.
Yeah, he needs some more lifesteal. He needs some more just survive.
Yeah.
But if you're Invul, you shouldn't really be pushing mid here. You should be pushing the side lanes, getting those bounties in as.
Oh, Poodle! He finds a massive engage. He's gonna just instantly delete 2 people. That is the power of an eco with Elder Dragon, ladies and gentlemen. The Proto Belt into the Pot Blossom, deleting the Orianna from the map. Thresh going back to the Shadow Realm with her, and. What are we going to see now? Could this be curtains for this game? Very low on the Invul backline, but no. Kuro going to find an engage, and that's the Jace taken out. Kohlberg is gone. Jinx nearly one-shot. And this is at least going to be an inhibitor, the base of KAOS being cracked. And you were talking about those bounties, Eris. Well, here they come. One turret, one inhibitor. It's just the Nexus towers in the way now
Sharp?
for Invul. Death
Sharp?
timers are still long. Sharp is looking, but I don't know if you want this fight, my friend.
He just
Elder
flashed in
Dragon is
place.
still active. One Nexus turret's going to fall and the objective bounty comes through. Nexus turret 2 not going to follow it. The Jinx is going massive double kill, triple kill, quadra kill for the Jinx. It's going to be a penta here, I feel like. Atto just desperately trying to get himself away. Turns round looking for Certified Random. Thresh Hook going to come through. Stopwatch delaying the inevitable, but it's a pentakill for Certified Random. Invul pushing just a little bit too far, and it may have cost them this first game of the series.
Oh, wow. Can they end? They have to break the base. They have
30
a small
seconds
way.
on Poodle.
They have to take that inhib. I don't think they're looking to end here. Look, you can see.
Yeah.
They'd probably take that inhib. But Invul, Poodle, just give this man a centimeter. He will take your whole life savings.
I don't know. This is going to be tight. MG is now alive, so the first defender is going to be respawned in KAOS.
Yeah.
Going to play it safe. Not going to make the same mistake that Invul just made. Going to back themselves away.
What just happened there was...
My word.
Like, I saw Poodle coming on the flank. I was like, okay, this guy, he's going to look for something. And then I didn't expect him to blow them up. They find Kulberg. They do it well, but... Yeah, they should have really just got the inhib and then tried taking any of the side lanes. Like... They're probably feeling a lot pressured. Like, I was watching the gold lead during that fight. The gold lead was, like, still in the favor of KAOS by, like, 1k, and now it's gone back up to 5. But gold is slowly coming to a point where it's not going to matter anymore. But Random staying alive for that long.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 4.5 item Jinx at this point. If you give the man a set, like you say, if you give Poodle a centimeter, he's going to take your whole arm. If you give this Jinx a centimeter, your house is just going to get blown up. With the amount of damage those rockets are doing at this point, this Jinx is fully online, and it's going to be on Invul to find a way to puzzle through. Can they shut down the Certified Random?
There's going to be about 20 seconds between both buffs that are going to come up now.
I just want to add real quick, by the way. I love the fact that Orianna is 2-5-2, but still has a bounty.
Orianna doesn't have a bounty, it's Jinx.
Does she not?
No.
I swear she did like half a second ago. Okay, maybe that's just... Maybe that's just
she
Discord
might have
streams
as...
being weird.
Oh, they're going to look here.
Oh, Invul looking for an engage. It's going to be Atto leading the charge. The barrel's going to come through, and Poodle catches the route onto Certified Random. Mid-Gragas barrel knockback. That was quite impressive, but Kuro, Sacrificial Lamb, going to go down here. And now it is Invul on the defense, 4 versus 5. The last time one of these teams defended 4v5, their AD carry got a pentakill. Can Invul and Svenskar answer back in the same fashion? It's not looking like KAOS are going to push for this quite as aggressively. Bot lane inhibitor going to go down. And now for Invul, they are just biding their time, looking for the moment. The ball is in place, a shockwave is available. And Invul going to have to pull the trigger soon. Nexus Turret 1 falls. Jinx is now excited. What can Invul do on this defense? Nexus Turret 2 chunked down as well, and it's just the Nexus open. I think the game's just going to end here unless there's an engage. All of a sudden, Poodle now looking. Atto going to fall to start the fight. Kulbo picking that one up. Svenskar answering back with one, but Invul, they just don't have enough in the tank. The wallets are just too big. Is that a double pentakill? I don't think so, but it's a quad for Kulberg to end out game 1. KAOS take the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and with that, we're going to be looking at Invul going 1-1, hopefully.
Well, we will see.
But the way Invul played that, they really kind of played from behind most of that game. I mean, the early game was pretty good. They set up some ganks, but at the same time, it wasn't the best early game from Invul, I will say. I really think they should have been looking for more of a more playing it steady, playing through their bot lane.
Yeah.
Looking for the difference. And also the early Drakes, like I said, giving away early Drakes is fine. It's just that they gave away the first 3, and then the 4th one they flipped it, and they didn't win the flip. they had
But
a
they won the fight following that flip,
yeah
which I
they
guess is all right. They then got the
yeah.
Elder, which is good.
But when you've given away the soul at that point, it's
Yeah,
just
it just makes your life. I get what you're saying. It just makes your life that little bit more difficult when it doesn't need to be
like
that
every.
difficult.
It could have just been a lot easier.
Yeah.
But I mean, going into the next game, I don't think much will probably want to change in the draft. I think it's more focus oriented. I think probably maybe Chaos will probably want to look to ban the Nico. The Nico was the biggest problem.
The Nico was definitely an issue
Um,
for the side of Chaos, and Chaos opting for blue side for game two.
they will be going for the blue side.
So we're gonna see a swap of sides, which is gonna be interesting. Obviously, we saw what Invul had prepared for blue side. Um,
Exactly.
I wonder if Chaos have got anything interesting prepped and ready to go. But I'm gonna say there's a lot of positives that Invul can take from that first game
Yeah,
because they did do quite a few things well. Like they found a lot of good picks. Their team fighting was very very solid, like you said. And it was just that killer blow that was kind of lacking.
yeah. I feel like they tried to overforce it. They tried to pressure it at the end. There,
Mm.
they were like, okay, we need to win this now. We're not gonna win.
Yeah,
Completely fine. Obviously, those kind of decisions they can cause some issues. But we'll be back with game two after a
very
short,
shortly.
about like 3 minute break. I believe we're gonna go to. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere, guys. It's
Yeah,
actually
we'll be right back here with all the action.
it's gonna be a bit of a banger, honestly.
You're not going to want to miss it. We can promise you that much.
But we'll see you after.